Alright, and then we've got Soyba Dragon right here. I'm going to have to obviously split this video up into two because right now I can only upload videos of 15 minutes or less. But here we go. This is, you don't want to start off with a Cephalon early on, but I've got a charge, and I need to get rid of this wolf because he's dead in my hand right now. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Charge. So I went for the Lumina. That's good because you can always discard wolf with Luminous effect. I've got the ugly dude in the grave. I'll just summon Lila and sit on that for right now. Mill 3 cards. Oh, alright. So we milled 3 Lightsworns. Very nice. And she was milled by a Lightsworn monster effect. Or by a monster effect, period. She will special summon herself. In this case, she's got 2,000 defense, so it's quite nice. But she's got a really good effect. I'll go over her once I've actually used her effect. Okay. So I don't exactly understand why this guy activated Honest in this turn, but he did. So he Foolish Burial Cyber Dragon, so that way the spell card that he has in his deck. No, not that one. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Cyber Repair Plant. You have to have a Cyber Dragon in your grave in order to activate it. Very good. Cyber Dragons have a really good chance. I would not run this guy's Cyber Dragon deck. It's too chaotic. But I had a really good Cyber Dragon deck in Tag Force Special. The only problem was this guy did not exist. Cyber Dragon Infinity. And also, where's the other dude? This one. The new Chimera Tech Dragon. Those two monsters make it worth running a Cyber Dragon deck. So very powerful. Anyway, Honest is, for some reason, it kills me there. Alright, so now what I want to do is to clear the field. Because I want to be able to mill during my main phase if possible, so that way I could summon the Judgment Dragon. So her effect is she can pop herself to pop one monster on your opponent's side of the field, and then immediately mill 3 cards. So I do exactly that. And that's actually really sweet, because I just added a Meta Ion to the grave. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 cards in the grave right now. I could add a wolf, and then go for a tuner, and then tune, and then special summon Judgment Dragon as well as Cephalon. So I think I end up going for Michael, banishing that. I kill him this turn. Michael, banish, summon Judgment Dragon, summon Cephalon, attack, and then there you go. So I don't know how many games I've played, like 4, and I think 3 of them I've summoned Cephalon. So Cephalon is very easy to summon. Very powerful deck. And then, whoops, I just knocked over my external hard drive. Oh well, it's on the ground. So I dueled against this guy who I really liked this guy. I don't normally like people in YGO Pro because they're little faggots, because they quit out. But this guy was actually really cool. We were running a mirror match. Now, we were both running 60 cards. My deck was a little bit better because it was just faster. Not saying that this guy sucks. It's just my deck is faster. It just is. And yeah, so all 3 duels were very close. I won the first one, he won the second one, and I won the third one. I'm only going to show you the ones where I won because, needless to say, this guy was good. It's just that I lucked out on the third duel. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, so I'm just going to, since I didn't really have that great of a hand right now, what I probably should have done was still done Lila, so that way I could start milling immediately. But then I would have given away my strategy to this guy. He'd be like, oh my gosh, it's a mirror match. So instead I just went ahead and set the card trooper. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that way if it gets destroyed, then, you know, I get the Steel card. And this is when I realized, holy shit, he's running Lightsworns himself. And unfortunately, he got a wolf on his first turn with Raiden, which is okay, I suppose. And then main phase 2, or end phase, he gets another one. So thankfully, I drew into my Raigeki and immediately blow his shit over. And then I go ahead and I've got real no fear of this face down, so I go ahead and attack with Lila, and then let's see, because I need to start milling shit right now. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. I got a Raiden in the grave and a Cephalon, but mainly the Raiden, because eventually I'm going to use Lumina to discard Wolf to get that Raiden. So let's see what this guy has to offer. Lumina, Raiden. Wow, who saw that one coming? Michael. Shit. attack for 2600 directly. So the golden rule of Lightsworns is do not let your life points drop below 1,000. That is the golden rule. Okay. Activate. Right in the middle. Nice. Oh, you fucking little cunt bag. Okay, that's fine. I still have Judgment Dragon in my hand. Crush summon it and attack for 3,000. So now, there is something that you need to keep in mind about Honest's effect. Is there are 2 times that you can activate it. Before the... during the midst of the battle phase and right before, like, during the damage step. So, if he activates his Honest, and then I chain my Honest, then this guy is going to, obviously mine's going to activate first, and he's going to get a shit ton of attack. But if you don't chain your Honest and then activate it during the damage step, then he's going to get the additional attack. And unfortunately, I forgot that and chained mine, so my attack went up, but then because my attack went up, his attack went up by the 1600. Because if you add 1600 to 4600, you get 6200, which fucking sucked. Either way, it was a waste of an Honest. Alright, end turn. Now, Lumina. Go for the Raiden. Mill. Okay. Go for that. 1,000 life points. Banish that. Press summon. Attack. So that was game 1. Very lucky that I still had over 1,000 life points because I needed it for, in this case, Michael's effect was good enough, but you know, if I needed it for Judgment Dragon. So now the second win. So the second match was also very close, but I lost because he went first, which doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win, but he did beat me. It was a very, very close game, and I hate it whenever it's very close. Okay, so I milled a Minerva, so it's going to mill one more card. There you go. That's the reason why Minerva's so good, is I only had 1 Lightsworn. With 1 extra card going to the grave, now I have 2 Lightsworns. Okay. Go ahead and let him do his thing. Okay, so I kind of figured that because he summoned this in attack position, that he had an Honest in his hand. I don't know how I knew he had an Honest in his hand, but you will see that I clearly understood that he had an Honest in his hand. Because I will destroy that and go for an Arcanite Magician, because Lila is a spellcaster, and that's all that's required is a non-tuner spellcaster. So he gets 2 spell counters, and I can pop both of those spell counters to pop 2 cards anywhere on the field, or I think on my opponent's side of the field, to destroy 1 card your opponent controls. So I actually popped both monsters because I figured he had an Honest in his hand, instead of destroying the back row, which turns out the back row is harmless. Destroy that. Foolish. Wolf. Wolf attack 2100. Very nice. And then that's it for right now. So he's got, yeah, so another reason why I thought that maybe he had a Lila, or an Honest, is because he summoned Lila in attack mode, when he knew that he could get over anything because of Honest. But I just saw him bring a Judgment Dragon to his hand, so I was like, shit, I'm nowhere close to getting my Judgment Dragon, so I was very depressed at this point. But I destroyed the Judgment Dragon, and let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've only got 3. Well, they have to be different names, so I've only got 3 right now. But go ahead, and this is the reason why I love this chick right here. So first of all, I popped a Mirror Force, which was very nice. So Lila can't attack this turn, but instead I just go ahead and rank up for my Minerva Lightsworn. And her effect is good because you can activate it during the main phase, detach an Exceed material, so now I've got 4 Lightsworns in the grave, and mill 3 cards, and for each Lightsworn monster you milled, you get to draw a card. So 1, 2, so I get to draw 2 cards from that. Very nice. Now I can summon the Judgment Dragon if I wanted to. I don't think I... Oh, no, actually I do. Yeah, I do. Okay, hello. Honest, yeah, well, you know what? When she's destroyed by my opponent's card effect or by battle, then you can mill 3 cards again, and for each Lightsworn sent to the grave, you can destroy 1 card on your opponent's side of the field. So there's 1. Okay, so just 1. So I can destroy Lila. And Wolf came out, so now I get to attack. Attack. So now I was kind of afraid of the Judgment Dragon that I knew was in his hand. I was like, fuck, he's just going to blow up my field. And then I remembered when he summoned it and didn't activate it, that's because he's got less than 1,000 life points. He can't activate it. So I was like, perfect! So yeah, he destroys Wolf and everything, but who cares? Because when it comes around to be my turn, I'm just going to blow up the field. And that's exactly what I do, attack directly. And that was game 3. And that was a really fun matchup. But anyway. So let's see. Dumbass Burn. I fucking hate burn decks. This guy in particular pissed me off. Because normally I don't refer to people as dumbasses anymore. But this guy was a stupid dumbass. I hate him. Hope he burning abysses in hell. So anyway. I've got nothing in my hand really going for me. So instead I just go ahead and set a card. She's the only one that I run in the deck. And she's pretty good if you do happen to draw into her later on in the game. You hope to not draw into her early on. But, yeah, she's just an extra Lightsworn monster. Okay, and then also set Beckoning Light. Alright, so this guy has the worst luck with gambling because his Cup of Face just allowed me to draw 2 cards. But yeah, Ojama Trio, I'm a moron for doing this because I clearly saw... Okay, first of all, I had a solar recharge. So since Felis or Wolf are dead in your hand, you might as well get rid of them. So that way they can eventually be special summoned back from the grave with Lumina. So draw 2 cards, very nice. And mill 2 cards. I just saw a Raiden go to the grave. Oh, just a second. Woo! Damn. Hate it when I sneeze. Okay, so let's see, what can I do? I think I summoned the Card Trooper, which is a very bad choice because Ojama Trio now fills up my entire thing. What I should have done was summon the Tuner and Tune. But I didn't. And I paid the price for it. Well, yes, I do get to inflict some damage. And he just deserted my ass. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 Lightsworns in the grave, so I can't even summon any of these because it can't be normal summon, can't be normal summon. And he fucking blocked it with a Battle Fender, little piece of poor. And I can't summon Wolf now, gosh darn it. So I need a way to get monsters off of here, and I was like, the only way I'll be able to get monsters out of here is if I tribute for Meta-Ion. That's the only way. So thankfully, this guy speeds up the process by Cup of Ace, allowing me to draw 2 more cards. Have you seen that new movie? The porno flick? What is it? 2 Dark Magician Girls and 1 Cup of Ace? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, don't know why I mentioned that. Go ahead and tribute for the Meta-Ion. Special summon, activate Beckoning Light, so that way I can... Oh, there was another Cephalon in the grave. And plus I wanted to go for my Honest. So activate Judgment Dragon's effect. This guy can't be destroyed. And unfortunately I take 300, 300, 300 for those stupid tokens. Tokens! But, and unfortunately he has Scarecrow. But whatever. So this guy goes back at the, back at my standby phase. Then Special Summon, I was like, yeah! And I was like, fuck! Because the damn Swift Scarecrow. But anyway, and then he draws into Marshmallow. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to destroy my Cephalons. I want to attack this guy with my ultimate beasts. So what I actually went for was Charge of the Light Brigade, going for Illumina. Discard a monster so that way I could special summon Felis from the grave, pop Felis to pop Marshmallow. That's exactly what I do. So, yeah, Illumina, discard, Felis's effect, pop, attack directly. Ha! Dumbass. Okay,